The question of how often should you change jobs is a hot topic right now, as confirmed by a Google Trends search. And with 95% of Americans planning to look for a new job in 2024, I researched hundreds of articles and studies for this video to reveal the perfect job duration, the job hopping versus company loyalty dilemma, and how to be strategic changing jobs so employers don't view it as a negative. To understand how long you should stay in your job, let's take a look at the main reasons people switch jobs. According to a recent study, the main reasons are earn more money, better work-life balance, career change, more meaningful career, and dislike towards employer. And the data proves that those who change job earn more, with the average salary increase when changing jobs is 14.8%, compared to a 5.8% average salary increase when staying put. That leads us to the pay hike dilemma. Is a salary increase the only factor guiding your job change? For many people, that's the case, and that's totally fine. But before making your decision, look at these other factors to consider. Career goals. Will the move align with your aspirations, or is it solely driven by short-term financial gains? Industry trends. Some sectors require more frequent job changes due to rapid advancements, while others value stability. Compare culture. Consider the cultural fit of potential employers. Networking. Frequent job changes can expand your network, but be sure to maintain relationships from previous positions. Skill acquisition. Evaluate the skills you gain with each job change. Are they valuable and transferable? Ultimately, the decision to switch jobs should align with your personal career objectives, as everyone's goals and priorities are different. So, just how long is the average job tenure? As you can see, as age increases, so does job tenure. Recent college graduates at 20 to 24 years old have a median tenure of just 1.3 years, compared to those on the brink of retirement having a 10.3-year average tenure. So does this just mean shorter job tenures is just a generational thing? Well, not quite. It's actually more age-related. A Bureau of Labor Statistics study found that American adults born between 1957 and 1964 held an average of 12.7 jobs between the ages of 18 and 56, with nearly half of those jobs held before the age of 25. Now that we understand how job tenure differs across age groups, let's explore how employers really view short job tenures and what is truly the best job tenure for you. We often hear that employers are hesitant to hire candidates who frequently change jobs. But is there really any truth to this? Given that hiring new candidates is a costly and time-consuming process for companies, it's understandable why they aim to minimize turnover. In fact, 93% of organizations are concerned about employee retention. Let's picture two scenarios. On one hand, we have Bob, with 10 years of experience and 10 jobs during that period, all in the same industry. On the other hand, Jill, with 2 years of experience and 2 jobs in different industries. While both have an average tenure of 1 year per job, employers would likely view them differently. Bob's history might suggest a pattern of short tenures and constantly changing within the same industry for similar roles, while Jill switched to a different industry, which might indicate she only switched to find a more suitable job for herself, implying that once she finds an industry she likes, it's much more likely she'll work a longer tenure. Ultimately, the perception of job hopping is subjective and depends on individual circumstances. Companies may view it skeptically in some cases, but not others. Moreover, they're more inclined to consider candidates who demonstrate strong communication skills, ambition, technical ability, and overall suitability for the role. In today's job market, especially for younger workers, it's increasingly common to have brief gaps in employment due to various experiences like short job tenures, backpacking adventures, or entrepreneurial pursuits. So, how can you strategically switch jobs without raising red flags for employers? Leaving a job after a short tenure can mean you might be leaving a lot on the table, as benefits typically accrue over time. Companies often attach conditions to relocation bonuses, 401k matches, and stock grants, requiring employees to stay for a certain duration before fully receiving these. A LinkedIn study on how long does it take to land a new job found that 6 to 7 months is the average time it takes. So for most people, it's wise to constantly be browsing job sites like LinkedIn, Indeed, and Glassdoor. Instead of having a specific job duration, focus on learning and development in your role. When you feel your growth is stagnating, it's time to explore new opportunities. A recent jobs report found only 29% of employees are satisfied with career advancement opportunities, and just 30% of employees were engaged at work, leaving 70% of employees unhappy. There are both pros and cons associated with job hopping. For pros, we have receive higher salary, new experiences, adjust quickly, cultivate your versatility, establish a wider network, discover more about yourself. But for cons, your loyalty is questioned, ruin professional relationships, constantly prove your worth, your work is closely monitored, unclear picture of your value to the company, develop dissatisfaction toward your career. Many of you clicked on this video looking for the ideal duration, so here's the scoop. Aim for about 2 to 3 years on average, provided you're growing and the pay is fair. Now, this can vary based on your age and life stage. If you're younger and still exploring your career path, you might switch jobs more frequently. Conversely, as you settle into your career and life responsibilities, you may prefer longer tenures. Are you worried about how much money you're earning? Check out this video on why net worth explodes after 100K.